Hello and welcome to Kamilia's kitchen. Ahlan wa sahlan. So I'm making the second batch of my date cookies, favorite for the holidays. اللي هو كعك بعجوة. So I had 6 cups of flour. The cups I used look like this. So just this coffee mug, which is about 1 3/4 of a measuring cup. And so I added 2 large spoons or tablespoons of fennel, 2 tablespoons of anise. So fennel is shomer, anise is yansun, and black seed اللي هي الإزحة, or 1 teaspoon of mehleb. And then I toasted some sesame, which is about 2 cups. You can't go wrong with adding more sesame. So I just toasted that. So I'm gonna add it to it. And I'm gonna mix them together. Smells good already. And now I'm gonna add a cup. So for 6 cups of flour, I'm adding every 3 cups of flour, 1 cup of shortening. So my shortening is I'm using half the amount, which is 1 cup of clarified butter that I make at home. I just melted to make it easier. So I'm gonna mix that. And 1 cup of extra virgin organic olive oil. So for 6 cups, I used 2 cups. Again, I mixed half and half, and you can use different proportions. It doesn't have to be half and half of olive oil and clarified butter. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here and add about a cup of sugar. I'm not gonna measure, just gonna pour some. All right. Okay, so now I'm gonna add, I happen to have whole milk in my fridge, so I'm using about a cup and a half, measuring cup and a half of that. Sometimes I use about a cup of dried milk or powdered milk, but since I have this milk, so I'm just gonna add it. And mix it really well. And then I need my water and yeast. So I have this tablespoon of yeast. I'm gonna add it to warm water. It doesn't take long until it, look how it started working. That's good enough. I'm gonna add that there and see how much water I need to add to make the dough workable for the cookies. Oh, smells so good. Actually, one thing I forgot that I want to add is turmeric, just to give it a brighter color. So I'll do some turmeric, break it down, and mix it. And I know that we're gonna need a little bit of warm water to mix it so it can be workable. It's about half a cup. You can see how the dough turned out to be a little bit more yellowish, brighter in color, because the olive oil is dark and makes it look dark. You can add a little bit more water. It's really hard to mix the dough like that. That feels perfect. Feels great. I'm gonna let it rest for a little bit. So I lined a baking pan with parchment paper. I already have the dates ready, made into ropes. And now I'm going to start trying to figure out what's best for this to show on the camera. And I have my dough ready. So I'm just gonna take a piece of the dough like that and experiment with how long I want them to be. All right, so that's about good thickness. And then I'm gonna pinch like that in the dough, and then add the already prepared dates. There we go. And then just gonna close it. I know you can watch my older videos how I do that. Different people make it. I mean, some people make it different ways. Then roll it again. And I'm gonna try cutting this into half. So you decide how big you want it to be. Roll it, seal it all together, make it look like a bracelet, and put it on the baking sheet. I have already heated the oven to 400 degrees. So I'm just gonna bake it for, we'll see, about 10-12 minutes. until it's golden brown. Second one. All right. Close. And roll. And cut. You can decide how big you want the cookies to be and cut them like that. So kind of relatively big, but I can make them smaller so I can have different sizes. There we go. Gonna continue. Yeah, that's much better. I have to say the process of shaping those cookies and working with the dough really brings a calming feeling. So I really enjoy it. It's pretty relaxing and the aroma is amazing in the kitchen. Well, as you can see, I'm going from being too slow to being too fast. I challenge you if you can make it as fast as I do. Just make it and enjoy. It's so relaxing and calming. So I have the oven heated to 400 degrees and I'm gonna bake them for about 12 minutes and check on them and until they're golden brown, just like you see. And the aroma is amazing in the kitchen, so nostalgic. And I hope you always make it with good health and happiness. Enjoy.